Welcome back, my movie lovers, to another Zedrick the Critic review. I'm Alec Perez. We are in a new stage, as you can tell. We're going to be out off set for the next two reviews. Before we begin, I want to mention that, as you may know, if you have seen my Day in the Life vlog, I was in a phlebotomy program and graduated, got my certification, and got a job lined up. So guys, thank you so much for being there on that journey with me and for the wonderful comments. I received one comment that I should be doing more Day in the Life. If I ever get the chance, I can start up those again, but don't guarantee it's gonna be a possibility. But let's get back into the video. I want to talk about the stunt performer Amaze film called The Fall Guy. But before we begin, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and link the bell to get notified about every ranking of Zedrick the Critic's reviews. So today we're going to be talking about the action-packed, the stunt-worthiness of the newest Ryan Gosling film, The Fall Guy. It stars Emily Blunt, Teresa Palmer, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, and many others. It's a very gripping film, emotional story. It's got some action packed. It achieved very successfully, but disappointingly bombed in the box office. But it is still in theaters, so it could be possible that it can jump up. But without further ado, let's get into the movie we're talking about is The Fall Guy. And before we begin into the story, let's talk about the achievement this movie made. So this received an 82% Fresh Critics review with an 87% audience score. It had a 125 to 150 million budget. As it is still in theaters, I searched up that it only made 110.6 million worldwide. It's a bomb, as you may tell, and they are still trying to achieve that box office achievement to mark off and beat the budget that they had for this movie. It had a very great story into it. I'm very excited to talk about it, but let's continue on with the story of the film. So the story starts off with a stunt guy by the name of Colt Weavers that is portrayed by Ryan Gosling, and he is a stunt performer for the famous actor Tom Ryder, who's portrayed by Aaron Taylor-Johnson. There was a stunt that he did one day where he had to fall at least 300 to 400 feet very high. He broke his back and didn't do stunt performing again. He lost himself, got a job doing validating at a hotel, and his agent, portrayed by Hannah Waddingham, called him up that there was an offer to do more stunts, and he didn't want to go back into stunts. She mentioned, well, the director who he had a crush on, Jodie, portrayed by Emily Blunt, was directing this movie. He changed his mind and he decided to fly back to the states of California to begin his stunt career again. Lost his job as validating and started with his stunt performances. His stunt coordinator, portrayed by Winston Duke, was a very good close friend of his that decided to lead his stunt performance. So as you can see with the stunt, they do a ton of things, but that's not part of the story. Earlier throughout the filming, his agent was mentioning that Tom Ryder was missing, and he is on a mission to set course and find Tom Ryder. Couldn't find him. He ran into minor shocking things that scared him to death. He was approached that he found a dead body and informed the agent, well, it could be possible that he might be dead. And he was approached that something was going on. There were people that were attacking him, drug dealers, previous girlfriend of his that's portrayed by Teresa Palmer, and many others. Eventually, he found Tom Ryder, but was trying to set him up and try to get rid of him as a stunt performer. For this actor who does not do his own stunts, as you can see that Ryan Gosling does every stunt for this Hollywood actor that's getting all of the credit and not the stunt performer, Colt Seaver. He wanted to get rid of him. They killed him off, and the love of his life, who had a very huge crush on, was also mad at him throughout that time. During the time that he broke his back, they were in a love relationship with each other. She was very upset with him leaving and not even contacting her. Decided to change her mind since he was confronting and being more the person that he was previously. She helped him out by setting the actor Tom Ryder up by doing a scene that included doing a stunt job. It was action-packed, it was ripping, and the agent was also involved, so like a lot of people were going against this guy who just did stunts. They managed to succeed and blabber out what he was planning and up to, and they saved the day, and Colt Weavers and Jodie are now a couple again, living their Hollywood stunt directing life. That is the end to the story of The Fall Guy. Ladies and gentlemen, we just went over the story and the success of The Fall Guys, so stick around and hear my honest opinion about the review. Alright, so what is my overall review? So the overall review is this movie very fun, it's action-packed, and it's got a very unique story to it. When I first watched the trailer, I was skeptical but also excited because of Ryan Gosling's achievement with the Barbie movie. I was very excited to see this actor perform again and see if he's actually what we were expecting him as Ken from Barbie and his success with the song I'm Just Ken. I was very excited to see this actor perform in an action movie. Probably my favorites were The Gray Man and The Nice Guys. The Gray Man with Chris Evans, and then The Nice Guys with Russell Crowe. All great movies that he performs. He can perform in dramas, The Notebook, and I guess I would consider Barbie as a drama. But I think the first movie I saw of Ryan Gosling was Remember the Titans. But yeah, I was very excited to see Ryan Gosling perform. He gave a very excellent performance, as he can deal with a lot when he's in battle, since he's got that ability to punch things and hurt people. I was very excited to see Emily Blunt perform in this movie. Emily Blunt is a very great actress. She can do anything. She was an Oscar nominee for Oppenheimer, which was insane. Even though she didn't win, it was Emma Stone that won for Poor Things, but I think she can succeed with anything. I mean, she can play Mary Poppins. She could sing in Into the Woods. She can even sing in Mary Poppins and could play in a horror film that her husband, John Krasinski, directed. And a lot of things that I enjoy so much about this actress. And Hannah Waddingham, who I don't know a lot about her roles, but I know that she is starring in an animated film with Chris Pratt and Samuel Jackson in the remake of the Garfield movie. Aaron Taylor Johnson is also a good actor. I have seen him in the movies Kick-Ass. He played a superhero that's like Flash in the Avengers Age of Ultron. First movie I saw of him was Godzilla. I think he gives a decent performance. I think he got really jacked up for this performance, even Ryan Gosling as well. But I believe I've captured everything. The story, the success of the actors. So my overall review is that I think that this film is very fun. It's a fun film that we don't get a lot in theaters. I think when COVID hit, movies started to end up very interesting. Like, they're not as fun as they used to be, like from the events of Avengers Endgame or even Spider-Man No Way Home. I think this film is great, even though it's not succeeding very well in the box office, but I think it could jump up, hopefully, to that box office achievement. Their budget was 125 or 150, so I think they're gonna succeed it very well. But I think I captured everything, everybody. If you guys really liked this video, I would appreciate if you gave this video a like and be sure to subscribe to my channel. And with that being said, thank you guys again so much for watching the Fall Guy review, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.